Subliminals are messages that are sent to the brain below conscious processing. They are a stimulus or mental process below the threshold of sensation or consciousness, perceived by or affecting someone's mind without their being aware of it. The subliminal seduction is one done covertly, and one that passes unnoticed to the other person. Seduction in itself is the greatest power a person can have. William Shakespeare says, "All the world is a stage, and all the men and women merely players." There is always someone having more power in any social gathering, any date or group. Because of those subtle techniques, you can put yourself on the so-called one-up position. A position where you are the one wanted and desired, and the one who is choosing and handling the cards. Robert Greene, in his book The Art of Seduction, says, "Remember, seduction is a game of attention, of slowly filling the other person's mind with your presence. With the simple steps discussed in this video, you will slowly learn how to live rent-free in someone's head." I have derived those techniques by noticing how certain aspects affect the male mind. Those things pass both noticed and unnoticed, and you certainly want that combo in seduction. Point number 1 is unbothered. Never show your efforts in seduction. Don't ever appear too desperate to have an impact on another person. I think that this is truly off-putting, and it shows insecurity and makes you appear desperate for attention. It is a real turn-off, so always remember this step whenever you go out on a date or you find yourself in a social gathering with both men and women. Feeling and looking your best, but not in a way that screams, "I want attention" or "I desperately want to win this guy." When you have standards for yourself and you look great for yourself, dress well, smell amazing, wear lingerie and so on, it must look like you do it for yourself. This is why dressing well and using perfume when no one is with you is so essential. You practice being your best for yourself. And I think that sometimes we may not realize how desperate we appear, and we need to observe other people to notice how the desperation looks like and try to catch ourselves when we do it. And generally speaking, I think appearing unbothered in any social setting will bring a positive effect. This is the leaning back and the "I am a queen and you win me" type of energy. When you try to seduce someone, the more obvious your moves are, the more obvious it is for them that you act out of desperation and that you try too hard. Robert Greene says, "Try to persuade a person by appealing to their consciousness, by saying outright what you want, by showing all your cards, and what hope do you have? You are just one more irritation to be tuned out." And in addition to that, you cannot appear too self-absorbed and self-conscious. I think it also shows insecurity to others, and it has a very negative effect. So don't be fixing your makeup in public, or don't seem to pay any attention to yourself. Pay attention to other people. Go there and have fun. Just remember that you are shining anyways. Ask plenty of questions to people and pay attention to them. It will put you in the center of attention anyways, and you will not appear as someone who tries too hard to draw attention to yourself. Robert Greene says, "Seducers are never self-absorbed. Their gaze is directed outward, not inward. When they meet someone, their first move is to get inside that person's skin, to see the world through their eyes. So get yourself together before you enter a party or a date, and then believe that you look great." Point number 2 is never forget your queen energy. When you go somewhere and have fun, remember about your posture and charge yourself with the queen energy before you go out. You must know you look great, you are an amazing person, and you are interesting. Have that confidence shining from you. Give yourself a pep talk, or even better, find one on YouTube that works and use it before you go out. When you do that, you will activate the most attractive seductive law of opposite qualities. Being so confident in your queen energy, looking amazing, but also paying attention to others as if they were the center of attention. It will bring a magnetic effect. You will see how the attention will be back to you in no time. Give compliments to people, ask questions, be engaged in what they want to say. Remember, seduction is about how you make other people feel. They must feel great with you in order to be drawn to you. Point number 3 is to appeal to the male subconscious programming. The thing is, men are subconsciously programmed to look for a healthy and fertile partner, and the more you appeal to the subconscious programming, the better. It doesn't matter if they want kids or don't want them, this programming still works, so let's speak about the elements now. So point number 1 is red lips. The red lipstick seductive power stems from its association with sexual attraction in animals and humans. Red lipstick is a timeless choice for increasing sex appeal as it has signaled attraction for centuries. Red lips, the ultimate femme fatale and classy, as well as elegant and seductive element of our look. The red lipstick is the act of boldness, and this is because red is the color of life, the natural flush of blood that makes someone look healthy and desirable. And the direct representation of lust correlates with confidence and courage. And the studies also show that the red color can create a physical effect such as elevated blood pressure, enhanced libido, increased confidence and higher levels of energy. And I personally have always been loving and wearing my lips red. It reminds me of the old Hollywood stars like Ava Gardner, Grace Kelly and Lauren Bacall. And I also think that red lips are the ultimate femme fatale element. And they show elegance and class, but most importantly the sensual allure. They make our lips pop out and put attention to them. And I think the look is very seductive, almost taken out of a film noir. The red lipstick is a classic representation of implied confidence, expressing boldness even if you are unsure. Point number 2 is healthy hair and skin. Men are subconsciously attracted to women who show signs of health, youth, and fertility. However, regardless if you are young or old, your skin can look great if you work on it. Same goes for hair. I have long hair, and those represent health and youth in a woman. And I cannot count how many times that I receive compliments on my hair and skin. And even for men who don't really seem like ones who would like feminine women with long hair, they say they love how the hair moves in the wind, they love the silky texture of my hair, and it is also a very sensual element too. And if you don't or cannot have long hair, don't worry, it is just one of the ways to appear more attractive and seductive to others. You can just play with the other points. The seduction and attraction is an art. Point number 4 is materials and theatrical experience. I have once wore a very cheap dress. The dress is made of polyester. I wore that dress few times to my tango parties. The moment I appeared, I had someone drawn to me saying how beautiful I look. He instantly asked what material it is. He told me the material looks very attractive. Later that evening, I had few other people saying the same. On another party in the same dress, one man came up to me saying that my dress and material make him feel like he wants to come closer and caress the material. Also, please in mind that it was a very modest dress in a dark blue color. I think the material resembled silk, and it looks rather shiny and smooth. That same man also said that I look like a temptation. And please keep in mind that it was a very nice and friendly guy of a very hippie style. He was literally the last person I would imagine him saying and caring about my material and the dress I wore. So ever since I started paying attention to the material I use, I bought myself a real silk dress, which also gave me a lot of of compliments. And people say they are drawn to me when I wear it. So materials, my ladies, play a huge role in our seduction too. Just like the men saying my dress was a temptation, you can use materials and clothes to enhance your subliminal seduction. Point number 5 is subtle gestures. During my tango parties, I dance a lot and it makes my long hair tangled. I need to use my comb sometimes to detangle my hair as they look really messy after one dance. And I noticed that people really pay attention when I do that. And I mean, men do. They watch me comb my hair as it was a piece of art. And I think there is something feminine about it. And I also think it is not very elegant to comb your hair in public, but I would need to be leaving this party way too many times. And I think also it is not too good to appear too perfect, so doing something small like that against the rules seems like a good idea to me anyways. And I think that applying lipstick have the same effect. Some gestures like touching hair, lips touching, apparently combing hair, doing anything in a slow motion and savoring the moment, I think it has its own power. And the last point is assertiveness. You need to be assertive and show your savage side too. It makes people respect you more, and this is also a quality that shows charisma and personal power. Robert Greene says, niceness in seduction, however, though it may at first draw someone to you, it is soothing and comforting, soon loses all effect. Being too nice can literally push the target away from you. Erotic feeling depends on the creation of tension. Without tension, without anxiety and suspense, there can be no feeling of release of true pleasure and joy. So when you show assertiveness, when you keep your words, stick to your standards, you display the healthy side of your dark feminine energy. Just imagine a queen who was stood out by someone. Her time and presence is to be valued and respected. By standing you out, someone showed you they do not respect neither of it. You must therefore show there are consequences to their bad behavior. You will cement your own self-worth and you will show it to other people too. And I had people congratulate me for doing this. And the men who had my attention and who stood me out later truly regret their disrespectful actions. By keeping my standards and showing them that I do not tolerate disrespect, they were even more attracted to me, and I noticed that they were trying to win me back. And I did not do anything wrong in this situation. I simply kept my standards and they knew they messed up and they needed to win me back. So when someone messes up, show them that they are going to be removed levels down from where they were and they will need to climb back up. You are the queen of your own life and the leading actress. You set the rules and standards and other people can abide by them or go their own way and find someone else. And this, my ladies, is very important. Never show people you are desperate to accept someone's bad treatment. You are the prize and you deserve to be treated with respect. And so now, on a final note, remember that seduction is not a game that you play to mislead people. I see it more as an art of attractiveness. Filling yourself up with the good things so they can radiate on the outside. It is an art of persuasion and a way to market yourself well to the male audience. And I truly hope men can also do the same thing. Maybe this way we will have the old school gentleman who brought flowers to dates and opened the car door for you before you had a chance to touch the car yourself. It is a way to fill yourself up with a queen energy that is desired, respected, valued and wanted in a society. Reaching your highest self and having the power to be the one who chooses their romantic situations with knowledge, power and wisdom. And when you meet a man who is in his king energy, you will see the seduction, just like tango, is a flowing energy. It is not deceiving, just gently rocking the masculine and feminine energy towards each other in a beautiful, full of passion and desire dance.